Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I want to talk about David Price. There's been some rumblings in the last couple of days about a possible trade, and I'm going to dive into that real quick with you. Also, don't forget to subscribe down below. If you can, leave a like today on today's video if you like the content, and leave a comment at the end. Tell me what you think. So going into the offseason, the one guy that has been rumored to be traded from the Red Sox is Mookie Betts. The Red Sox are trying to cut payroll. They're trying to get under that $208 million line, and trading Mookie Betts and his $28 million would definitely help them get under that luxury tax. However, I don't think Mookie Betts is going to be traded. I think the package that will come back isn't going to be good enough from any team. He has one more year left of control on his deal where he's going to become a free agent next year. Why would a team want to give prospects for a guy that they don't even know is going to stay long term? And it's most likely looking like he's going to test the free agent market. He has hinted at it before, and he deserves to test the free agent market. Why wouldn't he? He's one of the best players in baseball. He won the MVP in 2018. He deserves to shop around and look for the best deal possible. So instead, the guy that I think the Red Sox are going to trade is David Price. And while he is owed quite a bit of money left over the next 3 years, I think David Price will be traded. I think it is more likely that you can get a better package back for David Price, considering he can go at the top of your rotation. He can be one of those guys that can carry you to the playoffs. And he has shown you recently in 2018 that he can pitch well in the postseason. So all offseason so far, there have been rumblings of Price being shopped around, being included in trade talks, where, in my opinion, anytime you just see this much smoke for this long, there's always fire. I think eventually he is going to be traded. Chaim Bloom, I think, is being aggressive. I think he is looking for something. I think he is going to be patient. He will look for the best deal possible, but I think it's just a matter of time before he is traded. Now, a couple interesting free agents that have signed in the last few days are Hyun-Jin Ryu and Dallas Keuchel. Ryu signed with the Blue Jays, surprisingly. I thought he was going to go back to the Dodgers. And Dallas Keuchel signed with the White Sox. So now those are two teams where you can cross them off of potential places for David Price to go. The Dodgers now need a starting pitcher. They needed one prior, but now they definitely need one. The Cardinals have needed a starting pitcher. The Padres need a starting pitcher, possibly a veteran pitcher, because they have quite a young team. A veteran on that team would fit nicely. Those three teams, I have said prior, are the three best fits for David Price. But they haven't made any moves. When are they going to make a move? Are they just going to sit on their hands the entire offseason? One of those teams has to do something. And I think David Price going to one of those teams is absolutely a possibility now. However, the interesting thing that has just come out in the last day or two was David Price being in trade talks with the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't care what rumors are out there about David Price going to the Blue Jays. He is not going to the Toronto Blue Jays. Cut that out of your head right now. There is no way the Blue Jays will trade for David Price. I think Bloom is just using it for leverage to try and get some other teams to start stepping up a little bit. There's no way. Why in the world would Chaim Bloom trade David Price to a division rival that is only getting better? They just signed Ryu. They just signed Travis Shaw. They got a younger team that is getting better every year. They got Vlad Jr., who's their cornerstone. There is no way they trade David Price to the Blue Jays. Get out of here. It's not going to happen. So again, really look out for teams like the Dodgers, like the Padres, like the Cardinals. He would be a great fit on all three of those teams. If I were to bet money, I would say it's tough. I think the best place for him to go would be the Padres, if I really think about it, because they really could use a veteran on that team. That pitching staff is young. They really could use a guy like David Price. I think the Dodgers are just as equally a good fit for David Price. If you have Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, David Price, and since Ryu's gone, he would fit nicely into that rotation. And if he were to be traded to the Dodgers, I would love if some guys like maybe a Ross Stripling, who is solid in that bullpen. He is so underrated in that Dodgers bullpen. He has been great for the last few years. It's possible maybe if somehow Mookie was included in a deal, maybe AJ Pollock could come back. Maybe a Jock Peterson. That would be awesome too. If you traded him to the Cardinals, maybe a guy like Matt Carpenter, maybe a Carlos Martinez can come in, fill in that closer spot. There are possibilities for the Cardinals. Some things that the Padres could send back. You could send back a Will Myers who could play first base. He would fill a need for the Red Sox. Maybe a change of scenery would be good for Will Myers. They have prospects as well. They have tons of prospects in the top 100 where if you send maybe one or two of them back, they could blossom into something good for the Red Sox. And the Red Sox need talent in that farm system. There is a trade out there for David Price. I think it's only a matter of time before it happens. So all we have to do is just wait. Well, that's all I have for today. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me where you think David Price could get traded. What players would you like to see come back to whatever team he gets traded to? If you like today's video, don't forget to drop a like, share, and subscribe. That would be awesome. Thanks for joining today. I'll see you next time.